of the year.
As a player, I liked it because I knew that practicing with some guys, I wanted to actually play with them on the court. And you don't get time in practice to play, and so you do get that time. But that's where the older teams or veteran teams or teams that have been together longer have an advantage. They don't have to start or worry about training camp, the lack of preseason games. They already have their system implemented and in place, and guys know their role. And so when you're a young team trying to establish your identity, it's tough because it's hard to get consistency when the coach is playing with lineups. That's why you want to be on a veteran team with veteran players that understand the system. Your season kicks off much faster.
Good info. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Dario Saric is out there with Robert Covington, and there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the point. Now here's Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. 5 on the clock. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Here's Embiid. Morris with the rebound.
Active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
It goes.
Gotta respect how crafty Morris is. He's deep inside, the defense is toast. I mean, even when they have a hand.
Ball against Simmons. Charge a screen on Beal. He took good advantage of that screen. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
Chris, with Gortat, as you mentioned, he's right up there in age, but he's still doing what he's done his whole career.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with just how efficient Gortat has been as a scorer his whole career. He knows exactly what he can do and can't do in the paint when he's facing up. He has a career field goal percentage that's around 55. I mean, that's very strong numbers for him.
Both shots good from the strike.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
Now here's Simmons. Gortat with the steal. And the running. Covington with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or great moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
Thompson with the bucket.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time in this offense role.
Now here's Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got his first points in this one.
The fearlessness of Wall is fantastic. Doesn't back down from anyone, even when he's deep in the paint.
Screen by Saric. Covington kicks to Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson. And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Now here's Wall. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Embiid. Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Now here's Wall. Outside Porter. They set the screen. Gortat against Embiid. Gortat misses. Simmons dishes to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Washington with it, trailing by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And they're starting off the season playing the 76ers here.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago. A brief check now of the stats for John Wall. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 10 assists and just over 2 steals. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet moves.
Beal, the pass to Wall.
He hasn't been very precise at all this week.
And another miss by Washington. Simmons on the wing, covered by Wall. No good from outside. Wizards trail by 10 on the sideline. Let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He knows they have to dig in on defense, facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
Frazier, he's checked in for the Wizards. Porter against Covington. Morris with the screen for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Morris kicks to Beal. Near the three-point line. It's Porter. Here's Gortat. It's deflected. And now Philadelphia on the break. In the corner, Simmons with it. Beal with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Beal can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia leading by 10. Simmons with it. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Embiid. Gortat with the block.
Oh, that's just a long wingspan. It's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots. A frustrating start to this quarterback.
Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Beal drives in over Thompson. But he recovers it. Beal dishes to Gortat. Porter against Covington. Morris a screen. Back to Porter. In the corner, it's Morris. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And really, few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
You gotta like the aggressiveness of Beal. He's constantly on the attack, solid at picking up fouls on the drive.
Throw good Beal. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. And now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Scott comes in for Markieff Morris. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here. and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Collins checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for Ben Simmons. And Meeks kicks to Oubre. And there's the pass to Scott. He feeds it to Meeks. Frazier left side. Over McConnell. Hero. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
And right from the start, Evan, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
There's a screen. Feeds it to Covington. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Collins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The 76ers leading by 10. To the inside. Layup off the pick. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Now here's Frazier. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Over McConnell. Another miss by Frazier. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
And T.J. McConnell, undrafted out of Arizona, but he caught on with the Sixers, and I tell you what, made an immediate impact. Standing at about 6'2" and just over 200 pounds. He brings that physicality at the defensive end of the floor.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Greg, you were a defensive-minded guard. Do you see any similarities to what McConnell brings to the table?
You know, I love his toughness. He's got quick feet, a strong lower base, and, you know, he gets into you, and he racks up his fair share of steals because of it.
Here's Simmons. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Outside, Meeks. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Wizards trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pick by Harrell. Frazier loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Simmons. Left side, Šarić. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Frazier outside. The feed to Oubre. Over Simmons. Oubre can't get it to go.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there. He just takes his time.
And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother...
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Nice shot out there with Harrell. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Frazier. And it's Meeks in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Screen by Saric. McConnell kicks to Thompson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
I mean, you feel like Klay could hit these shots blindfolded. Such a great sense of where he is on the court at all times.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside, Scott. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Oubre can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ooh!
That's how you attack. Wow.
Attack the rim, baby. Move out the way.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Meeks on the wing. Chris, during your playing days, you had a number of point guards that you developed an excellent rapport with. What do you feel is the most important part of being a successful point guard in the league?
You have to be a great leader to be a successful point guard in the league. You have to be open. You have to be tough on guys. You have to know guys' personality, and you have to be giving. You have to trust your guys. And I was blessed. I played with some really good point guards that had all of those qualities.
Frazier outside. Meeks on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He looks super awkward attempting that look, and it's because he didn't get set first before shooting.
Scott can't get it to go.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Out to Saric. Back to Simmons. Inside, Collins. Passes it to McConnell. Launches it. No good that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. That cuts the lead to single digits. Meeks got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Washington. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre, the first rounder out of Kansas. I mean, he's a player that still has some development to do. This great in open court needs to be more consistent.
With a whole new group out there now. Then for the 76ers, Robert Covington's checked in for Saric. Then McLemore comes in for Simmons. And it's Luwawu-Cabarrot in for Thompson. And for Kelly Oubre, the shot is coming along. He has been taking more threes, Chris, but it's just a matter of time probably being able to do it for long stretches in a game.
Yeah, different players take different amounts of time to figure that out. He needs the confidence to take his man off the dribble. Slowly, he's starting to trust himself more.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Morris a screen. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Gortat.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Wall. McConnell kicks to Covington. Back to McConnell. Covington, a screen on Wall. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. Covington against Wall. Here's over Covington. It's rebounded by McLemore.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The 76ers have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And he's good on the second. A lot of history here with the Wizards and Washington. A lot of great players have worn the jersey, yourself included, Chris. Do you have a favorite Wizard or Bullet player you like to watch?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. Juwan Howard. I loved watching him go to work in that great All-Star season that he had. Wes Unseld. He's had a huge influence on so many bigs. Elvin Hayes. I mean, his name is all over the franchise record book. So many players. John Wall now.
Here's McConnell. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Love the tenacity. That's money in tight against the pressure.
Here is Wall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, when the question of who has the best handles comes up in the NBA, John Wall should be in the conversation. Of course, Irving and Curry might be at the top. But Wall isn't far behind. He can absolutely lose a guy with one of his crossover behind the back, flip up, down, zip-zap moves.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. They set the pick. Now here's McLemore outside. Gortat with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Best laid plans, right? Well, I'll tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And Chris, with Wall, in his dribbling ability, one advantage he has is that he's able to do great things on the floor at full speed.
Well, I can think of several examples. Wall just left his defender in the dust at half court. Such a fluid behind the back with the speed that defenders is so hard for them to check.
Embiid, no good.
Okay, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
A rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside, Wall. It's to Gortat. And Wall. Here we go now. And the rejection by Embiid.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Thompson, he's checked in for Luwawu. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you have. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays, because the coach that I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better. And you're the best point guard in the business, the way you throw an assist out there. So I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast with it.
Well, you sound great. We'll It's an honor to work with you, but I always like to take it. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, you know, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him. I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personally, because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect the thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it. So I try not to exaggerate, just say specifically how I feel. And I'm glad to be a part of a game that contributed with so much emotion. It's easy just being yourself.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Beal gets a wide open look, buries the long-range jumper. Beal's got 7.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
McConnell passes to Embiid. Gortat with the block. 1:57 left to play here in the half. Porter kicks the wall. Second chance effort. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play change coming up.
Wow, he had a rough first quarter, but he didn't let it get him down. He's gotten off to a hot start in this second period.
For Washington, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and it extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
He kicks it to Porter. Morris a screen. Off the screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Look at how Porter just exploits that screen and roll that time. He's always prepared to shoot off the pick.
Embiid with a screen on Wall. McConnell passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Wall. Tries again, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Porter. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Frazier in for John Wall. McConnell kicks to Embiid. Gortat with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And finished off by Oubre.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Scotty's checked in for Gortat. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Sharks checked in for Embiid. Took him no time at all on that one. 18 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependent.
Pass to Frazier. The Wizards working the ball around now. Now the dish to Oubre. Scott the pass to Frazier. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. They double him with Sharich. Scott kicks to Oubre. Over McLemore. Off the left rim and out. From the arc. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. 76ers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 18 points and 3 rebounds. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. Now, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. In halftime, we'll see now if one can pull out. The 76ers leading by 3. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. We've got Joel Embiid, Robert Covington out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Thompson, and it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Thompson outside. Lock at 6. Saric dishes to Simmons. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Simmons got the first basket of the second half. That one for Philadelphia. Ball passes to Gortat. There's the lob to Gortat.
Look how fast Wall got that early. I mean, when his teammates have a clean shot at the basket, he's going to find it.
Philadelphia shooting 43% from the floor. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Both good from the line that time. Wizards trail by 5. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Porter. A beautiful reverse layup. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Porter knows how to score inside. He possesses great quickness, and he has that length also to finish the pass.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 11 points for Joel Embiid.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Outside, Wall. Here's Gortat. That one off the back iron and out. Philadelphia leading by 6. And Simmons kicks to Covington. Oh, nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Porter against Covington. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's Porter with the 3. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kicks it to Embiid. Thompson left side. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Can't cash in from the high post.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Simmons against Wall. Here's Morris. Count it from 12.
Morris has such a release. I mean, you love seeing the ball roll off his fingertips.
And Simmons kicks to Saric. Simmons sets a screen for Saric. Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. And that one is off. Gortat with the defensive effort. Outside, Wall. Outside, Porter. This is to be. Gortat with a screen on Thompson. 6 to shoot. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist from Beal. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
Oh, Bill is a skilled distributor. I mean, he has a sense for when one of his teammates has a clean look at the bucket.
Embiid with the screen on Wall. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you blow the thing.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
And there's nothing malicious about that play. It just isn't in a good spot. You can't recover.
And the 76ers making a change here. Collins is checked in. They set the pick. Thompson from long range. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 8 now on the night. For the lead. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Covington. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
So, Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on the team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Collins, a screen on Wall. Simmons passes to Collins. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Wall. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 3-point Wizards lead.
At the defensive end, they've lost some of their focus since halftime.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
Not many guys more lethal on the catch and shoot. That's an easy bucket for Thompson.
Wizards have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
You have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Teams changing it up here. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Philadelphia.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Meeks dishes to Scott. Here's the floater. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got his second bucket tonight.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down. Well, they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
There's the pick. Thompson kicks to Collins. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, they love to have Thompson involved in the pick and roll plays because he's so good at spreading the wealth. For
Washington, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. The pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. Feeds it to Meeks. Here's Frazier. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Montrezl Harrell, a player who seems to be another great find in the second round of the NBA draft out of Louisville. Starting to develop as a power forward, he can provide a nice inside presence for a team.
What I like about Harrell is that how strong he finishes at the rim. It seems like every time he goes up, he's in an and-one situation.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Washington trailing. Now Frazier. The feed to Oubre. He dishes it to Meeks. Tipped away. Outside Scott, and it's Meeks. It's out the key. And another miss by Washington. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. It's Thompson off the drive. Collins passes to McConnell, and the basket is good. And now a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
It's the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Passes to Meeks, out to the wing. 1:46 left in the third. Outside, Scott. Picked by Harrell. Frazier dishes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And then for Philadelphia, Nogueira, he's checked in for Smith. Simmons comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And McLemore subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Simmons kicks to Nogueira. Outside, Simmons. To the middle. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In the third position, the Wizards.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. No good on that one. Washington has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oubre, no one around him. And that misses. That would have put him up. The 76ers lead. Outside, Simmons. There's a good screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 13.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Frazier outside. Got a piece of it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Collins passes to Simmons. He feeds it to Nogueira. And Simmons kicks to McLemore. 1 second left. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Washington called for the foul.
What mastery from Simmons. Fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Good on both. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. We'll return shortly. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. So it's the Wizards now. 6-point game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. The deadly duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. Shot is out there with Harrell, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. Simmons with it, now guarded by Harrell. Simmons with it, Harrell on him. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Washington shooting not great, 40% for the game. And stolen by McConnell. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Here's Simmons. Drilled from 11 feet out. Simmons got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. No hero with the steal. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Shots good by McLemore.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters.
Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Look, you can't allow Wall to get a lane to the hook. He's too fast.
The 76ers leading by 9. They set the pick. Pass to Simmons. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, and he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Harrell dishes to Oubre. He kicks it to Scott. Pass to Oubre. Fires for 3. Second chance effort. It's blocked. Oubre with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Ben Simmons. First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
For the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for Harrell, and Markieff Morris subbed in for Mike Scott. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Nogueira. Korkmaz comes in for Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And it's Klay Thompson in for McLemore. Kept alive. The dish to Simmons. Thompson against Wall. Covington a screen on Wall. They set the screen. Thompson for the triple. Nice D from Wall.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but we still like to work for something closer.
Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night. Washington calls timeout. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Sharks checked in for Korkmaz, and McLemore subbed in for Ben Simmons. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
There's a screen by Gortat. Out to Morris. Fires for three. The shot comes out. The 76ers leading by 14. And here's McLemore. Kicks to Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Saric. Here's Embiid. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of ejections.
Morris with the bucket.
He caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was time.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McLemore, the pass to Covington. Embiid, the screen. Covington kicks to Embiid. And no good that time. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Wall from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. But let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers leading by 9. Dishes it to Covington. Here's Saric. Finally active shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Porter with it. Now defended by Embiid. Porter kicks to Beal. Two points. That one goes.
Oh, I like watching Bill go to town inside. He has a great understanding for how to score close to the bucket.
Now here's McConnell. McLemore dishes to Embiid. Morris with the rebound. Wizards trail by 9. Outside, Wall. And the pass to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Wall. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Embiid. No good on that one. Gortat with the defensive effort. Here's Porter. And Washington again with the bucket.
Porter takes no time in getting his shot off. When the D is laying off of him, he has no problem pulling right up off the pass.
McConnell kicks to Covington. Embiid the screen. Wide open look. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Wizards have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. Thompson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for T.J. McConnell. And Thompson kicks to Šarić. Embiid the screen. Simmons against Wall. To Embiid. Gortat with the steal. Here's Beal. Misses off the right iron.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Rebound, Washington.
He does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Beal, the pass to Wall. Back to Beal. Over Thompson. That doesn't go either for Beal.
That's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Screen by Šarić. From 12 feet out, and he gets it to go.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Take away moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
They set the pick. Šarić with it. Guarded now by Morris. Embiid the screen. Simmons. He can't hit that time. And Washington the other way now. Right side Wall. He dishes it to Porter. Shoots over Covington. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Thompson is doubled. Ball against Simmons. Inside. Gortat with the block. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Wall's running. The open shot by Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Beal, especially from the mid-range when he's lights out.
Simmons. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Wall with the steal. For the finish. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy point.
Here's Covington, and the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 9.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Scott comes in for Morris. Oubre is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Jody Meeks in for Beal. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Scott against Šarić. Picked by Harrell. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Oh, yeah. It's one thing if the defender makes a great play, okay? But to lose control of it and get called for the over and back, that's tough to swallow.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Oubre kicks to Scott. The Wizards working the ball around now. Oubre passes to Wall. Fires for 3. That shot is up. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.